So when people come here for, if they've got chest issues, asthma, breathing difficulties, whatever, we give them bags of this and they make tea with it. And they say within a week they get the asthma gets better, the hay fever gets better, breathing gets better, they sleep better. So there are incredible miracles that can be used from all the herbs we have here. We're doing more, of course, but that's the key. So brew it, you boil the water, put that in the teapot, you brew it, let it brew for 5 minutes. In this occasion, I've got in my hands some very, very healthy olive leaves from this tree here. This is one of our oldest olive trees. If you look at the side of the trunk, that is about 12 years old, right? 12 years old. We planted that when it was about 3 feet tall, and it just grew like that. And you can see here the olive leaves. You can see the leaves is very, if you look up the top there, full of olive leaves, right? There's more than enough there for about 600 cups of tea, right? Now, you know, I found out that the olive tree actually doesn't die. On the Mount of Olives in Israel, there are trees there that are more than 3,000 years old, right? And the Israelis are very smart. They use that for medicine, right? In specific, if you look at the leaf will give you a clue. Can you see how it's like little ribs, right? Now, if you've got, say, sore ribs or sore chest, or any sort of asthma or hay fever or colds, you make tea with this, right? Now, for the tea to become medicinal, you would take the leaves, see all that? There's about 15 leaves there. That would be enough for 1 cup of tea, okay? The way to do it, to extract the most medicine out of it, you peel it off like that, okay? And this one you put down, you can use it again. Now, that is the amount of leaves you would use for 1 cup of tea. Now, you can use it again and again, but I prefer to use once, and then 2 hours later use another branch, and 2 hours later another branch. So now how you make that very medicinal, you get boiling water, you wash it first, you put it in a teapot like that, push the pot like this, and you put that in a teapot and you put boiling water on top of it, let it brew for about 5 minutes, okay? After 5 minutes, you'll see a very light green appear in the teapot, especially if it's a white porcelain pot, you'll see it. And then you then take the tea and you put it in a tea. When it's brewed after 4 or 5 minutes, you put it in a teacup, teaspoon of honey, and you sip it for about 10-15 minutes, and you can make a cup of tea with fresh leaves every 2 hours. So if you've got rib problems, if you've got hay fever, if you've got asthma, any sort of chest problem, breathing difficulties, that's the plant you use, right? The olive leaf, right? Especially if it's a tree like this one. That tree is totally organic. We've used minerals from a company called Remedies. R-E-M-I-N. Remedies is a company from Scotland. They sell you bags of crushed rock, which has got up to 80 minerals in it. And when this tree was young, very young, about this big, right? We used the actual remin, like about a cup of remin every week. We put it in around the tree trunk like that, and you can see from the truck there, that's about 12 years old, 10 to 12 years old, and you can see the root of the ceiling. Have a look at that, right? It's absolutely full of leaves, right? We've got more than 300 cups of tea there. So when people come here for, if they've got chest issues, asthma, breathing difficulties, whatever, we give them bags of this, and they make tea with it, and they say within a week they get the asthma gets better, the hay fever gets better, breathing gets better, they sleep better. So there are incredible miracles that can be used from all the herbs we have here. We're doing more, of course, but that's the key. You brew it, you boil the water, put that in the teapot, you brew it, let it brew for 5 minutes, then you put a teaspoon of honey, and then you drink that, right? But every hour on the hour. If you've got severe chest issues, every hour on the hour you do fresh 10 leaves like that, right? every hour on the hour. And about 2 days later, you find your chest will be a lot clearer, right? So if you need any help with that, come back to us and let us know how you're going on and we can guide you accordingly.